Yo, welcome, boys and girls. Tonight is the night that we finish God of War. අන්තිම එපිසෝඩ් එක බොයිස් God of War වල අද ඉවර කරනවා ගේම් එක. ඔයාලට මතක ඇති අපේ පුතා ඊයේ ලෙඩ වුණා. එයාව හොඳ කරන්න අපි රෙල්ම් එකකට ගිහිල්ලා මම හිතන්නේ තව එක බොස් කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා ගේම් එකේ. එයා මරලා එයාගේ හાર્ට් එක වගේ අරන් එන්න තියෙන්නේ. Noise. Per chain blade of chaos. එකත් අප්ග්‍රේඩ් කරමුනේ අපි පටන් ගන්න කලින්. Helheim. Helheim තමයි මේකේ නම.
Is this the bridge Freya spoke of?
No, we're still on the realm travel bridge. We're after the Bridge of the Damned. The dead use it to cross into their permanent home, the city of Helheim.
Blade of Chaos එක කොහොමද
Bridgekeeper
ගන්නෙ?
who minds admission. He's the one we want. Just follow this bridge. It should lead us straight to him. You know, I'd really hope never to see this place again. Use the fire of your blades to burn away that hell's bramble blocking the path. One of the many reasons we went back for those blades. On your right! Watch your back!
මේක කොහෙද මේ ගහන
This is all wrong. Only the newly dead should be here. There's too many. The gate must be closed, and if the
මේක
gate's
dead
closed, then
dead
it's true.
world එකක් වගේනේ
Hell's full up. Without the Valkyrie to sort and cull them,
Nearly dead ආ
hell
විතරලු
is
මෙතනට එන්නේ
overwhelmed. Locked. Now what?
මෙතනින් කොහොමද යන්නේ ගේට් කීපර්ස්ලා ඉන්නවා වගේ මම හිතන්නේ යාට ගහන්න පුළුවන් බොයිස් මේ රේන්ජ් කම්බැට් එකකින් විතරයිනේ ඇක්ස් එකකින් විතරයි ගහන්න පුළුවන් එරයිද
When we killed the Reavers near my home, they came here. How did they return so quickly?
Time doesn't move the same between all realms, especially where the spirit world is concerned.
Like the light of Alfheim.
The opposite, in fact. The Lake of Souls feels faster than Alfheim time, but Hell is much slower than Midgard. Sorry, I'm sure that's confusing.
If we will be back to my son all the sooner, that is good.
Ah, aren't you a quick study?
Holy, he was in phone nela. කෙස්ට එකක් තිබ්බද යාළුවනේ කෙස්ට එකක් තිබ්බ වගේ දැක්කනේ ඕලි බය හිතෙනවා අද්ද වැඩි වගේද මොකද ගේට් කීපර්
Oh, no, no. Valhalla is part of Asgard. Only the worthy dead go there, the warriors who die in glorious combat. Hell is for those who die in dishonor.
Criminals.
Aye, and those dead of disease, mishap, age.
It is dishonorable to grow old.
Well, never too late to go out fighting, I suppose.
බොයිස් මට තප්පරයක් දෙන්න ඉක්මනට එන්නම්මා අන්න දෙයන්න තියෙන්නේ
That climb there could lead us out if we could reach it.
Bridgekeeper help the dead leave Midgard.
I don't expect it will, though I don't suppose it will make things any worse either. It'll be one less obstacle for the living to reach the inner sanctum of Helheim. But who'd be mad enough to go there? The Bridge of the Damned. And there's the Keeper, making sure the dead are really dead.
අර ඉන්න ගේට්
What
කීපර්
is that he holds?
That totem
Yeah, that one
contains a
can
powerful
boss.
source of magical energy, the very power of Helheim itself. But what you want is his heart. Just take it and we can leave.
How?
Start some trouble. You can do that, right?
මොකෙද ලොකු කුස්සෙක් ඔය එකක් ඉන්නේ බොයිස් අනිත්තෙන් ගහලා බලමුද ඩැමේජ් තියනවද කියලා ඌ ඇක්ස් එක ඩැමේජ් එක නෑ වගේ නේ. නෑ බොයිස් දැනෙන්නේවත් නෑ වගේ. නෑ ඒකෙන් ඩැමේජ් වෙන්නේ නෑ. Holy! Na baita na video sem áudio, né? Damn. ඔයාලට ගෑවුනොත් එහෙම නියම් බිම්බෝම වගේ නේ. පොයිස් මැරෙයිද? ෆයිල් ටිකක් ලෝඩ් කරන් ඉන්නේ ලොක්කා. අන්තිම සතාවන් හිතන්නේ. කපාට මතුවෙනවා මු. අඩිකයි අම්මා දැලුවා මාව බෝයි සීල් වෙන මේවත් නෑ එකක් තියෙනවා දැන් මිසයිල් වලින් විතරයි වයිනේ ගහන්නේ damn අඩෝ ටිකයි යාළුවනේ fuck හොඳ වෙලාවට අතන එකක් තිබ්බේ එක කට්ටයි තව one shot ඉන්නේ හරි මාත් one shot ඉන්නේ fuck අඩෝ no නෑ වැදුන්නේ නැද්ද ඒක හරි ඉවරයි ලොක්කා ඉවරයි yes 1 HP ඉඳලා ගැහුවේ
Now the heart, brother. You'll have to get your hands dirty.
බෝයිස් කොහොමද ඊසි මොඩ් එක මෙහෙම නම් හાર્ඩ් මොඩ් එක කොහොම ඇද්ද දෙකකට දාඩිය දාලා එක් ගහලා අපෝ ගලවලා ගන්නවනේ හොදර උකුස්සෙක් ඉන්න ඇත.
I have the heart. I need nothing more.
You're set. Better not to linger here, though, eh?
Kratos.
සූස්
Zeus.
Zeus?
My father.
Your father was Zeus? Well, that explains a lot.
What is that place?
Never go there. Understand?
How is he here? That is not possible.
It's just an illusion. Hell's known for torturing its inhabitants with their own past. We should focus on getting back to your son.
Yeah. Shh. Ain't supposed to be here.
ඒ මූ කොහෙන්ද මේ ආවේ?
Real quick, give me your blades.
Why?
Yeah, I said I'd help you, and I aim to. Come on. My equipment's in Midgard. Be right back.
You don't suppose he'd nick those, do you?
There. Now they're ready for the winds of hell. Just target this magical glowy bit here with your blades and throw.
Winds of Hell energy. Unstable and can only be held for 10 seconds before returning to the last wind trap.
Now target that wind trap with your blades. See that? Now you can absorb and release the winds of hell whenever it damn pleases. So you're welcome and I'm leaving. This place is cold enough to freeze a pair of pigeon eggs.
I sometimes wonder if there was once some sort of accident in this brain.
We have been away too long.
එතන තියෙනවා ගේට් එකක්. අරගෙන වෙන්නේ නැති මේක අරින්නේ නේ. ඒ තාම ඉන්නවද මම?
You don't look too good.
ඊළඟ ගේට් එක කොතනද? මෙතන වගේනේ.
Sorry, brother. I'm still stuck on what I heard back there. Zeus was your father?
Not now. We should focus on getting out of hell.
And with that, I cannot argue. I'll just contemplate that little nugget in silence then.
මෙතන එකක් තියෙනවානේ. හයි ගේමින් සෞන්ද කොට් නෑ යාලු යද තියෙන කොඩ් අම්මහාම එල්ලුනොත් හරි වාදයක් වෙනවා හීල් වෙන මුකුත් නැද්ද හීල් වෙන්න නෑනේ යාළුවනේ මනුල හයි මේ ඩ්‍රෝන් වගේ වුණා හරිම අමාරුයි ඈ හීල්ස් නෑනේ යාළුවනේ මෙතන එකක් තියෙනවා PC
You made it. Better get home to your boy.
මං ආවනේ ඉදුර ඇරපුවාම කෙලින්ම මේ අනිත් පැත්තට එන්න එක නෑ තාම කියේ නෑ මෙතනනේ තියෙන අර පෝටල් ඔක්කොම කනෙක්ට් වෙන්නේ
We shouldn't delay, brother. It's straight back
Vishma,
to the
hi.
of that heart.
කොහොමද කස්තිය God of War අන්තිම ටික යන්නේ මේ ගේම් එකේ
Your father was Zeus? I finally understand. I'm dangling from the hip of the bloody ghost of Sparta.
Do not call me that.
What, don't mistake me, brother. From what I heard, the Pantheon had it coming. It's
Any
still
tip,
a bit
hi.
to take in. I knew you hate
නියම ගේම්
gods,
යන්නේ
but you really can't stay away from them, can you?
You must say nothing to the boy. He must
අපෝ මේ ගේම් එක ඉවරලා මේකේ ලෝ එක පොඩ්ඩක් බලමු වීඩියෝ එක
Respectfully, bollocks. He has
මම
to
පොඩ්ඩක්
know
පැහැදිලි නැති තැන් ටිකක්
he'll
තියෙනවා
never be whole without the truth. Look, I get it. You hate the gods, all gods. It's no accident that includes yourself. And it includes your boy. You see that? He feels that. He can't help what he is. He can't begin to help it because you haven't even told him. It's all connected, man.
You will tell him nothing.
Very well.
Hey, so you know that shortcut between realms? Well, I made it better. Or I might have broke it.
We use that.
I know what you do. So I took a few cuts from them
Oh,
winds
මෙතන
of
තිබ්බ
hell and
portal
made it so
එක.
it ain't just one way. Now you can use it to travel to and from. If I didn't break it.
Then we can take it to Freya.
There's an idea, brother.
ওই සේදුර මෙතනනේ
Might be some kinks to sort out, but you'll make it.
Just go, brother. You gentlemen certainly know how to get around.
ෆයිනල් මෝමන්ට්ස් යන්නේ කොල්ලාව ගොඩගමු කොහොම හරි යාළුවනේ ආතර වගේ මැරෙන්න යන්නේ ටීබෝ කීලස් ඉස්සදිලා
Well, this isn't right. But close enough. He did say there were kinks.
We must hurry. The heart.
You have it.
Yes.
Back of your hand.
He is still ill.
I can break the fever. But to heal,
He must know the truth of what he is.
yes.
It is not so simple.
Help me prop him up. Did I tell you that I have a son, too? It's been forever since I last saw him. At his birth, the runes foretold a needless death. The babe in my arms was so small, so helpless. I knew right then I would do anything to protect him, no matter the sacrifice. Of course, everything I did for myself. I let my needs, my fears, come before what he needed. And I couldn't see his resentment until it was too late. Don't make the same mistake. Have faith in him. I know the truth isn't simple, but nothing is when it involves your child.
It is a curse. The boy has been cursed.
Don't leave without me.
I will not.
I'm better now.
I see that.
මම හිතන්නේ මේ උණ ගැන එක කර්ස් එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ නේ
You well enough to travel.
For now.
It won't happen again. I promise.
You see that it does not. Freya, I will not forget this.
Thanks.
Your father did the heavy lifting. You should stay, recover.
You have done enough.
You know my door is always open to you.
So I was wondering, why do you live under a turtle?
He was my first friend here in Midgard. He offered me shelter, and in return I provide him with protection against the evils of the forest.
Golden boar, giant turtle? You sure have some interesting friends.
ඒනයිද
Now then,
Find the secret Jotunheim travel rune in its entire soul.
before Modi so rudely interrupted us, we were just about to explore Tyr's vault.
Yes, to find the Black Rune. Boy, do you know the way from here?
Sure you do, lad. We need a boat.
බොයිස් මං හිතුවේ අටේ සොඳ කරවහම ගේම ඉවරයි ඇති කියලා. ඔව් තියෙනවනේ. නොයිස්.
Ah, see? The boat washed ashore. Someone did call a serpent earlier.
Get in. I will pull. You are quiet. Are you not better?
I guess.
I know you overheard my talk with Freya. You think you understand, but you do not. Why do you say nothing?
You said I was cursed. You think I'm weak because I'm not like you. I know I was never what you wanted. But after all this, I thought maybe things were different.
You do not know everything, boy.
No. But at least I know the truth now.
The truth. The truth. I am a god, boy. From another land far from here. When I came to these shores, I chose to live as a man. But the truth is, I was born a god. And so were you. Boy, have you nothing to say?
Can I turn into an animal?
Can you turn into an animal? No. No, I do not think so.
I'm a god. Mother knew? She was a god too?
No. She was mortal, but she knew my true nature.
I'm a god. Why did you wait so long to tell me?
I had hoped to spare you. Being a god, it can be a lifetime of anguish and tragedy. That is the curse.
What sorts of things can I do? Can I fly? Or turn invisible? I don't feel like a god.
I do not know the reach of your godhood. But over time, you will learn.
You sure I can't turn into a wolf?
You are welcome to surprise me.
Is this why I hear voices sometimes? You sure you've never heard any?
Not as you do.
That's no surprise. Every god is unique.
So, maybe I won't get strong like Father, but I'll have abilities all my own?
You already do, laddie. Your faculty for language is extraordinary for one so young. Time alone will tell what else they'll become capable of.
So you knew all along.
I did, lad. But I've known more than my share of gods.
Me too, apparently. I wonder who else knew I was a god. Freya for sure. Brock and Sindri?
They do not need to know.
Baldur! Does he know? Is that why he's after us? Do you know him from before?
The day of your mother's funeral was the first I ever saw Baldur. That is the truth.
Hey, we don't have to go right back to Tiersvald, do we? I mean, we're God. We can do whatever we want, right? What do you really feel like doing right now?
I will show you.
Let's try this again, without interruption.
යාළුවනේ මේ යන පැත්ත නෙවෙයිද යන්නේ යට වගේ තියෙනනේ
Ah, more of those. Good.
මෙතනින්ද යන්නේ උටෙන් ආවා මේකනේ
Here we go again.
Read it.
Death itself I swallow, to spring forth life tomorrow.
Oh, I like that one. I wonder if I wrote it.
මුකුත් නෑනේ use the sand wool
Here we go again.
Read it.
Death itself I swallow, to spring forth life tomorrow.
Oh, I like that one. I wonder if I wrote it.
ඊට පස්සේ මුකුත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේද?
Is that the answer there?
It says Earth.
Swallows death, brings forth life.
මොකක් හරි ඉල්ලයක් තියෙනනේ මේ
Go.
Yeah.
ආයෙක තව ආන්සර් එකනේ.
I wish I'd known I was a god in Alfheim. I wouldn't have felt so bad about killing so many elves.
Well, I'm not sure that's the lesson.
You've done nothing to regret. The elves forced their affairs upon us.
No, I get it now. We had god things to do, and they were in the way, dragging us into their little problems.
Again, are we just leaving that there?
I mean, just knowing we're gods makes me feel so much stronger.
Maybe you feel a little too good right now. With power comes a big choice, lad. You can either serve yourself or put your godhood in the service of others, like Tyr did.
People really loved him, huh?
Aye, a god of war, but one who fought for peace. Had a reputation for being heroic and lawful, using his power and knowledge to stop wars rather than start them.
So there are good gods.
Once in a moon, it's been known to happen, yes?
This one mentions places I've never heard of. Seems Tyr really liked to travel.
Tyr believed the mind, not might, was key to preventing war and chaos. And he also knew visiting other cultures would give him perspective staying in one place could not. While Odin always hoarded knowledge, guarding it jealously, Tyr was open and sharing with his learning and his wisdom. For this, mortals adored Tyr, showing their love by bringing him gifts the world over.
So, whatever happened to Tyr?
Odin came to regard him as a threat to his rule. He suspected Tyr of collaborating to aid the giants instead of helping to steal their secrets for the Aesir. Same thing he accused me of, frankly. Though in Tyr's case, I believe he was right.
You think Tyr was helping the giants?
I do. He felt responsible for the suffering visited upon them by Odin. I suspect he had something to do with helping them cover their tracks.
The missing Jotunheim tower.
Correct. Whatever happened to it, I believe it could only have been done with Tyr and the giants working together.
Retrieve the black room.
Where is this black?
Don't know. I've never been in here.
The stone! That has to be it. Naturally.
Didn't think it would be that easy.
No.
Oh hell no, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the?
Brother, up there! The winds of hell!
The ones of what?
Oh, we forgot to mention that. When you were sick, we went to Helheim to get your cure.
You did?
Terrible experience, by the by. Your dad picked up a new trick, though, with a little help from Brock.
Brock was there too? But... We'll get back to this later.
ඒ ගලලා කොහෙද දාන්නේ boys?
Ah, a skiing do from my homeland. Used to have one of my own back in the day. You should take it, boy.
Yes, boy. Take it. We might need to butter bread somewhere in our travels.
This is why no one likes you.
මේ බෝලේ ගලවලා කොහෙටද දාන්නේ යාළුවනේ?
Well, that's unfriendly.
නෑ නේ ඒක සයිඩ් මිෂන්ස් නේ. High FF
What of these?
system requirements
Something to be solved with our heads
requirements
rather
මොනවද
than
දන්නේ නැහැ.
our
මගේ PC එකේ specs නම්
Fine.
මට තියෙන්නේ RX 66000 graphic card එකක්. ඒක 16GB RAM එකක්. Ryzen 5 processor එකක්. performance නම් බැලුවේ නෑ මම මේ ගේම් එක දාද්දි. ඒක පරණ ගේම් එකක් හින්දා රන් කරන්න පුළුවන් මට. අද මෙතනින් කරන්න තියෙන්නේ.
You know, for someone so loved, Tyr sure was paranoid.
Aye. Thanks to Odin, with good reason.
ඊළඟ බොරලන් කොහෙටද දාන්නේ අපි? කොහෙටද දාන්නේ යාළුවනේ? මේ රිල් එක විසඳ ගන්න බෑනේ මට. උඩට ඊතලයක් දාලා තියෙනවා. මෙතන යටට ඊතලයක් දාලා තියෙනවා. බලමු පල්ලට බහැලා. පල්ලේ තමයි ඇති නේ බෝලේ දාන්න දරක්.
We can't leave here without the black room. Come on. We can do this.
නෑනේ එයා පාර. ඌයි සනික් බෝලේ කොහෙටද දාන්නේ අරගෙන? මාරු කරන්න දන්නේ නැහැ තියෙන්නේ නේද? තියෙන තැන. මාරු කරන්න. ඉතින් මෙතනට කියලා දාන්න බෑද? ඈ බලමු මාරු කරලා තමයි මාරු කරත් හරියයි. නෑ එතකොට ආය සමහරට බෝයි සරක ඇතුලෙන් යන්න නැත්තේනේ. ඉස්සෙල්ලා අපි ඇරි. ඒක ඇතුලෙන් ගිහලා මොනවද කරන්න ඇති. යමුද බලන්න ඒකට. බලන්න මේක ඇතුළේ මොනවද තියෙන්නේ කියලා.
Small passages on either side. Perfect for the boy.
It's too small for father.
No, I will be fine.
ඉතින් යන්න බැයිද? බෑනේ එතන ගහන්න.
Careful, brother. Rhea's not here to bring you back if you're cutting too.
මෙතනට කොහොමද අර බෝලේ ගේන්නේ?
Look at that!
ඩක් ඉන්න බොයිස් කෑමයක් ඕඩර් කරගන්න. බඩගිනි කියන්නකෝ.
What'd you find?
Enough distraction. Do not forget why we are here.
Okay.
බොයිස් පොඩි වෙලාවක් දෙන්න. තරම් බඩගිනි.
That's from a great desert land very far from here.
Do gods live there?
Oh my, yes. Many, many gods.
Good or bad?
And not as simple as that, I'm afraid.
අනිත් බෝලේ හෝලි කරා තව ඉන්නවා කරානේ
What did you see in that vault that set you off?
It is not important.
Seemed important to you.
It was a rash impulse. You need not dwell on my failings.
Wow. That was almost an apology. Well, I guess you do like to smash pottery.
ගිහිල්ලා මෙතනට දාන්න ඕනේ අයියෝ අරණියද යාළුවනේ දැන් තව එකක් ගලවලා තව එකයි ගලවන්න තියෙන්නේ එළියකට දාගමු අපි ඊළඟ බෝල මම හිතන්නේ යට ඉඳන් ගලවන්න බෑනේ දැන් උඩට ගිහිල්ලා ගලවන්න වෙන්නේ තියෙන ඊළඟ බෝලේ
Ah, clever.
Atreus, to me.
Okay, I'm coming.
මම කොහෙටද යන්න තිබ්බේ මේකටද නෑනේ නෑ මේකටත් නෙවෙයි වෙන එකකට එතන නේ වොයිස්
Look, I just want to know the truth from now. Okay? I don't care if it hurts me or not. I want to learn. Just because you hate being a god doesn't mean I have to.
අනේ පැත්ත චෙස්ට් එකක් තියෙනනේ
More small passages.
I know.
I can't watch, brother. Good luck.
ඉතින් කොහොමද යන්නේ ඈ
And I thought those saws were scary. Look! It's the wolf giants. Skull and Hati.
That's right. The bringers of day and night.
Ragnarok begins when they catch the sun and moon. Right? Did Tyr know them?
I don't know. Like them well enough to cover a massive wall in his vault with them, though.
Don't you enjoy that at all? Being a god? Wanting to know what's in place? Your mother wanted to know everything we've seen and done. Maybe it was her gift.
තව බෝලයක් තියෙනවා තව එකක් තියෙනවා ඈ
Nightmare!
යාළුවනේ මැද්ද බෝල් එක කොහොමද ගන්නේ? නිදන් ගන්න බෑනේ යටින්ද ගන්නේ. බෑනේ මෙතන ඉඳන් ගන්න බෑ. බෝලයක් නෑනේ. මැද්ද බෝලයක් නෑනේ. බලමු අපිට ඊළඟට මොකද කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. මේකෙන් ගියානේ අපි.
The room stuff. It's lower. What's going on?
Trap.
Father!
Boy, get out of here.
I'm fine. How do we get you out?
Pull chains on the wall.
But there are 3 of them. What do I do?
Atreus, focus. You can do this.
Please hurry. I don't know yet if I can drown.
Okay, think. Hati is the silver one. He hunts them. Skull's gold and it chases the sun. For Ragnarok to happen, they have to eat them. These are out of order.
Good boy.
So the moon goes on the left, sun on the right. With Midgard in the middle, but which bar do I pull?
Middle bar. Middle bar. The right, boy.
Gotta get them in order.
Ah,
Sun right, with Midgard in the middle.
moon left, sun right වෙන්න ඕනේ.
Middle bar.
Damn.
The left.
මම හිතන්නේ මං අනාගත්තා ඒක.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
Left.
Moon in the left, sun in the right. මරුණානේ.
Father, no!
Oh, that's just perfect.
Moon in the left, sun in the right.
Left. Middle bar. Middle bar.
Gotta get get them in order? Moon left, sun right. With Midgard and
The right, boy. Left.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
Middle, quickly.
Fuck.
Left.
හරි.
Father, no!
Moon in the left, sun in the right, Midgard in the middle.
Left. Right. The middle.
Gotta get them in order. Moon left, sun right.
Pull the right. Pull
Danny.
the right.
Fuck.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard.
The left. Middle bar.
Fuck. දෙකම යනවනේ.
Middle bar.
Moon, Midgard, sun. Moon, Midgard, sun.
මගේ බ්‍රේන් සෙල්ස් දැන් ඉතුරු වෙලා නැහැ. හොඳ යාළුවනේ මේක හදන්නේ. Moon in the left.
Right. Left, boy. Middle bar.
Gotta get them in order. Moon left, sun right. With Midgard.
Right.
නෑනේ.
The right, boy.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
The left. The right, boy. The middle.
Moon, Midgard, sun. Moon, Midgard, sun.
බෝයිස්. ඒක මට ඉස්සරන්න බෑනේ. Moon, Midgard, sun.
The left. The right, boy. Middle, quickly.
Gotta get them in order. Moon left, sun right. With Midgard in the middle.
Left, boy. Middle, quickly!
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
Fuck.
Middle, quickly! The left.
Moon, Midgard, sun. Moon, Midgard, sun.
Middle bar. The middle. Right.
Gotta get them in order. Moon left, sun right. With Midgard in the middle.
Middle bar. Left.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
Middle bar. Pull the right. Middle bar.
Moon, Midgard, sun. Moon, Midgard, sun. Think.
Fuck nih. Tenang, maru karena.
Middle quickly. Left. Middle quickly.
Gotta get them in order. Moon left, sun right. With Midgard in the middle.
Pull the right. Middle bar.
Moon on the left, sun on the right. Midgard in the middle.
Fuck.
Middle bar.
Ini දාලා කරන්නේ නේ.
The middle.
Moon, Midgard, sun. Moon, Midgard, sun. Think.
Pull the right.
අර නේද?
Did it!
Oh. Yes.
Yes, that's something.
We're not stopping! Wait! What's that big chain for? Father, above you!
Boy,
Finally.
You have to stop that chain.
How?
I do not know.
Wait, I know what to do.
A knife?
There's no other way! It's not working! That should have worked!
A knife.
I know. But it saved you.
That was cunning, boy.
No one.
go see what Tyr's got for us.
No, Frey's protection room. It rubbed off. What should we do?
We keep going.
There it is. We've got it.
Boy. Yeah. On the day you were born, I made 2 knives, mixing metals from my home and from this land. One for myself, and when you were ready, one for you. Today is that day.
So I'm a man now. Like you?
No. We are not men. We are more than that. The responsibility is far greater. And you must be better than me. Understand? Say it.
I will be better.
The power of this weapon, any weapon, comes from here. But only when tempered by this. By the discipline, the self-control of the one who wields it. That is where the true strength of a warrior lies. You must never forget that. Good then. Come. Blank.
Wait!
Damn, another
Did
boss.
you see it?
Yes!
Are you certain?
I got it. Trust me.
Good then. Aim for the face.
Sorry, not ready.
පේන්න යාළුවනේ යාම ඇවිල්ලා කියන්නකෝ මගේ බොයිස් මං කැම එක අරන් එන්නම් ක්ෂණිකව තප්පරයක් දෙන්න මේ කාව යාළුවනේ ලොකු බඩගින්න හිටිය මැරිලා වගේ හිටියේ. අපි කන ගමන් බලමු අපි මේ God of War ලෝ එක. මනසිරි පෑ දෙකේ කතාවක් තියෙනවා. මේ වලමුනේ.
It's about time. Let's finish this.
Hello and welcome to PlayStation Grenade. If you've clicked on this video, it's most likely because you're about to play the next entry in the God of War series. It may have been quite a while since you last played a God of War title and the story may be a bit hazy, so I thought now is a great time to get up to date on everything Kratos has been up to through his gore-filled life. So if you're ready, let's do this. Let's pick up the story when Zeus, the king of the gods, learns of a prophecy which will see him killed by a mere mortal man. The prophecy also describes the distinctive markings his murderer possesses. In fear of this marked warrior, Zeus informs his eldest children Ares and Athena, who also happen to be the god and goddess of war, and tasks them with tracking down and ending this potential threat. Whilst pillaging and destroying the land, Ares discovers a small Spartan boy with extremely distinctive birthmarks and attempts to capture him. That boy is not Kratos, it's his younger brother Deimos. Kratos tries his utmost to protect his brother, but
is it net?
The God of War franchise has a sprawling timeline that interweaves its great Greek tragedy across 9 games and 2 wildly distinct mythologies. And while I'd love to say it's a relatively simple chronology to untangle, the point is, it's not, hence why I'm making this video. And with God of War Ragnarok set to further slide the franchise's anti-hero Kratos into the mythological mire, what better time to dive back into the Ghost of Sparta's saga of gods and monsters. Hey, my name's Adam, this is my big old board of gods and titans that likely won't see the end of this video, and this is the God of War timeline fully explained. Our timeline kicks off with a healthy stab of backstory courtesy of the monochrome flashbacks from God of War Ghost of Sparta. Here we catch up with Kratos spending some quality time with the family, and back in the day that meant kicking the everlasting crap out of your brother. Side note, watching this back you might assume that this fella here is Kratos because of, well, the distinctive red markings. But you would be wrong, dear viewer. This lad here is Deimos, Kratos' brother and perhaps the main catalyst for our anti-hero's violent journey through Greek and Norse mythology. You see, these flashbacks showcase the 2 brothers training to become Spartan warriors, only their sparring is cut short by the untimely arrival of a pair of Greek gods, Ares the god of war and Athena the god of wisdom. They're here in Olympus.
God of War කියන්නේ කලින් ඉඳලා තියෙනවානේ Ares කියලා God War කෙනෙක්. ඒ God කෙනෙක්. Kratos නේ original God of War.
Olympus business taking care of a little prophecy that predicts the downfall of Zeus and co. Turns out that the end of the Greek gods will come at the hands of a marked mortal, and Ares and Athena zero in on Deimos and his distinctive birthmarks. They nab the tiny Spartan lad and begin to make their exit, only for our good pal Kratos. They mortal, and Ares and co. Turns out that the end of the Greek gods will come at the hands of a marked mortal, and Ares and Athena zero in on Deimos and his distinctive birthmarks. They nab the tiny Spartan lad and begin to make their exit, only for our good pal Kratos to stand in their way. For his insolence, Ares straight up sucker punches him in the face, leaving a nasty scar over his eye. And if it weren't for the mercy of Athena, Ares would have killed Kratos right there and then, a decision that ironically seals the God of War's fate later on. And in his brother's honour, Kratos tattoos himself in the image of his brother's scars, which, might just mean that prophecy is back on the cards.
We found love in a hopeless place. We found love.
Through flashbacks interwoven into the story of the original God of War, we learn that Kratos becomes a captain in the Spartan army, in charge of a horde of rampaging murderous soldiers, and Kratos himself has become something of a bloodthirsty, power-hungry warlord, ever pushing to extend the boundaries of the Spartan Empire. To the disdain of his family, Kratos pursues his bloodlust until he meets his match in the form of a mammoth barbarian army. He blindly charges right on into the fray, and to be honest, it doesn't go all that well. Facing certain defeat, he calls upon the God of War Ares, must have forgotten that encounter with his brother, eh? To help him defeat his enemies and push for victory. Ares, being the self-serving bastard that he is, agrees on the condition that Kratos swear loyalty to him. And Kratos, caught in an extremely desperate moment, signs on the metaphorical dotted line, and the deal is sealed, as the iconic Blades of Chaos are chained to Kratos' arms.
Once attached, the chains remain
Blade of Chaos දෙන්නේ Ares නේ Kratos.
Flesh, a part of the bearer's body, a permanent reminder of Kratos' pledge.
And from that moment on, Kratos wages war on behalf of Ares, striking down all foes in his path at the whim of the God of War. This relentless warpath eventually leads him to a village occupied by worshippers of Athena. Kratos hacks and slashes his way through the villages, blindly murdering them left, right and centre, but unbeknownst to Kratos is the fact that Ares has led the Spartan captain right into a trap. In his blind rampage, Kratos kills his own wife and daughter, and in that horrific moment he snaps out of his bloodthirsty rampage.
The image of his two final victims would stay with him for all his days.
Ares believes that this key act would turn Kratos into the perfect warrior, but instead Kratos renounces Ares and vows to get revenge on the God of War. As he mourns his wife and child, the Oracle of the destroyed village curses Kratos and fuses the ashes of his dead family to his body, turning his skin pale white and branding him as the ghost of Sparta. Damn, this franchise is cold.
Kratosගේ wife and daughter මල්ල තියෙන Ares.
Broken, Kratos becomes a marked man, in more ways than one. God of War Ascension sees our tormented Spartan hunted down by the three Furies for breaking his oath to a god. This ancient retelling of classic 90s action of The Fugitive, which is possibly a connection I've made just because I watched that recently, sees Kratos team up with a man named Orcos, who we learn is the son of Ares and Alecto, one of the Furies. Far from the perfect warrior Ares was hoping for, Orcos is cast aside and takes up the role of the Furies' Oathkeeper. While the main narrative is quite slight and really just a warm-up for the inevitable Kratos versus the Furies fight, we do learn a few new facts about Kratos' bond to Ares. For starters, Ascension reveals the reason behind Ares' desire to control Kratos.
Ares molded you to take down the very walls of Olympus.
You see, it turns out that Zeus has forbidden the gods from waging war on one another, and as a result, this rule bars Ares from seizing power on Mount Olympus. Ares' way of getting around this is to groom the ultimate warrior with 3 tests that would bind said warrior to his demands. And one of these tests turned out to be Kratos' unwitting murder of his family. Either way, back to God of War Ascension's main plot. Long story short, Kratos kills the Furies. Oh, you were expecting more? Well, poor old Orcos also doesn't make it past the credits of Ascension. The unlucky lad is still the Furies' Oathkeeper, including Kratos' oath to Ares, and with him still alive, Kratos will never be able to take revenge on the God of War. Orcos literally begs for death from Kratos, claiming it will bring them both release from the tyranny of Ares. Kratos reluctantly obliges and puts the Oathkeeper out of his misery, thus setting in motion his path towards redemption.
With the death of Orcos, the blood oath to Ares was finally broken.
While his bond to Ares might have been broken, Kratos is still very much in debt to the rest of the gods, and that's where we catch up with him in the PSP adventure Chains of Olympus. About 5 years into his servitude, Kratos is kicking up a storm in the city of Attica, where he offs both the Persian king and a big off basilisk. As he's starting to feel too old for all this god shite, Kratos spies the sun vanishing from the sky, leaving the world in total darkness. Not content with simply calling this nighttime,
Hi, Ganidu.
Kratos investigates
What's
and
up?
discovers that Helios, the god of the sun, has been kidnapped, allowing his sneaky colleague Morpheus, the god of dreams, to slide on into Olympus and put the gods into a deep, cozy sleep. Kratos traces the whereabouts of Helios to the underworld by using his steeds, the horses that carry the sun chariot across the sky. Down in the underworld, Kratos discovers that the Titan Atlas
Boys,
has
game
escaped from
10
his
විතර
chains, which is
කතාවක්
odd
තියෙනවා නේ
because
මේ
he's
game
bloody
එක තුල.
massive. But even more intriguing for Kratos is that he encounters visions of his daughter Calliope. Naturally, this vision is too good to be true, and is a test of Kratos' will created by Persephone, goddess of the underworld and embittered wife of Hades. Kratos once again falls right into the trap and is reunited with his daughter on the fields of Elysium.
Calliope!
Father?
My child,
Why did you go?
I am here now, child.
And it's here where, surprise, surprise, Persephone reveals that it was her plan to kidnap Helios alongside the escaped Atlas in a bid to get back at the gods for trapping her down in the land of the dead. Kratos then coldly turns his back on his daughter in surely one of the most bizarre uses of a QuickTime event in all of gaming.
Father, please!
All in service of his pursuit of the goddess of the underworld. Kratos eventually catches up to Persephone, brutally murdering her and putting a stop to her plans to seize power in Olympus, which is already establishing itself as a solid motive for this franchise's antagonists. Which marks the first time I get to use this flashy board. Good riddance. He then escapes the underworld aboard Helios' steeds and, absolutely exhausted from the efforts of his adventures in the land of the dead, falls from the chariot. He's rescued from certain death by the reawakened gods Athena and Helios, who leave him dozing on a cliffside overlooking the Aegean Sea. All of which finally lands us at the very first God of War game. Set a decade into Kratos' servitude to the gods of Olympus, the original God of War kicks off in suitably epic fashion. Absolutely exhausted at the relentlessness of his deeds across the last decade, Kratos seeks out Athena in search of a get-out clause from his service to the gods. The goddess of wisdom points him in the direction of Athens, where he's finally tasked with defeating Ares. Kratos arrives at Athens and meets the Oracle, who vows to help Kratos defeat the rampaging god of war by pointing him towards the one ancient MacGuffin that will actually help defeat a god, Pandora's box. Kratos learns from Athena that the box can be found in the Temple of Pandora, which, naturally, is located in one of the most ridiculously isolated spots you can find, atop the Titan Kronos, who is cursed to wander a desert for eternity. Kratos, not one to back down to an insurmountable challenge, ventures to the temple, which is far from the cheeriest place in ancient Greece, and becomes the first mortal to ever reach Pandora's box.
So, you think you can conquer the Temple of the Gods, do you? It's never been done, you know.
A fact that Ares seemingly clues into the moment it happens, and from right bang in the middle of the destruction he's wreaking in Athens, Ares lobs a javelin-shaped column all the way to wherever the hell the Temple of Pandora is, and scores a bullseye right in the middle of Kratos' chest. I mean, you gotta respect that coordination. A platoon of harpies turn up and escort the box back to Ares, while Kratos slowly bleeds out in the company of the memories of his wretched life. And so Kratos dies. Instead of bringing this timeline to a close, however, the Ghost of Sparta plunges deep down into the underworld yet again, but this time he's meant to be there. His trip is incredibly brief. He literally climbs his way out on a handy rope that appears before his eyes courtesy of a mysterious gravedigger back in Athens, as that's how death works in this fantasy version of ancient Greece, I guess. Anyway, for the convenience of the story, Kratos is exactly back where he needs to be. He finds Ares screaming at the sky, cursing Zeus for his part. Zeus! And for this insolence, Zeus gifts Kratos with a timely thunderbolt, which he flings right at the god of war, making him drop Pandora's box. And when opened, aside from containing all the horrible shit like plagues and death that myths tell us were in the box, Kratos simply turns into a giant version of himself, so he can go mano a mano with Ares. And not one to be outdone, Ares turns into a spider? Okay. After Ares tortures Kratos with more visions of his dead wife and child, the game turns into a full-on side-on fighting game, complete with health bars and everything. It's awesome. Kratos eventually wins the fight and sends a giant sword right through the God of War.
Which means I can mark you off, OG God of War.
So, Ares dies and blows up like an ancient Greek nuke, which rids Kratos of his nemesis, but not of the horrible memories plaguing his mind. Despite his deeds, the gods wipe Kratos' sinful slate clean, but leave him with his nightmares. At his wit's end, Kratos seeks release by flinging himself from atop a cliff overlooking the Aegean. But the gods even interfere in this act, instead raising him up to Olympus itself to take the vacant seat as the god of war.
Ares පරද්දලා තමයි
Right,
God
we're
of
back
War
at the
එන්නේ.
present timeline parts of Ghost of Sparta, which sees the new god of war racked with visions of his long-dead family. Or so he thought. On the whim of a vision about his dead mother, Kratos travels to the Temple of Poseidon in the mythical city of Atlantis, fights off a giant sea monster, has a reunion with his dear old mum, and learns that his brother Deimos is still alive. And that's all within the first hour of the game. And shit just gets weirder. As his mum is about to tell Kratos who his dad is, no Jerry Springer DNA tests here lads, she turns into a hideous monster and Kratos has to kill her. On his way to find his brother, Kratos kills Erenis, the daughter of death, disembowels a giant lion, and fights himself as a kid, as you do. And we're still only halfway through this mad game. This is all before he encounters and subsequently murders Midas. Yep, the man with the Midas touch. And for all these trials and tribulations, it turns out that Kratos has to trudge all the way back to Atlantis to find his brother. Ah, video games never change. Kratos travels to the domain of death and finally discovers his brother chained up. Naturally, Deimos is pretty pissed at being left for dead by Kratos, and he nearly beats the Ghost of Sparta to within an inch of his life.
Fight me!
Before he's carried off by the personification of death, Thanatos, who's rightly pretty pissed off himself that Kratos killed his daughter. Long story short, Kratos saves his brother from falling into the depths of hell, and the Spartan brothers team up to literally kill death. Because if you can, why not? Deimos doesn't make it through the fight though, and after burying his brother's body, Kratos departs through the gates of Olympus. Next up on our timeline is the mobile game God of War Betrayal. Remember that one? Because I sure as hell didn't. Either way, Betrayal sees Kratos turning his back on the gods and helping the Spartans to wage war across Greece. And naturally, for a 15-year-old mobile game, there's not a whole deal of meaningful narrative content. You see, Kratos goes from screen left to screen right, hacking and slashing to his heart's content until Zeus goes, "Hang on lad, all this death and destruction's a bit much." And when Zeus tells you that, you know you've gone too far. As the franchise's first true sequel kicks into gear, Kratos is in full God of War mode, rampaging around Rhodes like he owns the place. He doesn't. For this mild indiscretion, he's stripped of his godly powers by Athena, the god that helped him get set up in Olympus in the first place. As is always the case with the Greek deities, the gods don't always see eye to eye, hence why Zeus gifts Kratos with a blade of Olympus to rectify Athena's mistake. Kratos, the stubborn fool that he is, looks this gift horse in the mouth and declines. So Zeus kills him.
Continue to defy me?
This is what the
දෙවෙනි
second,
පාඩම්
maybe
යනවා.
third
God of War.
time he's died. I'm beginning to lose count. He is rescued by the physical embodiment of the Titan Gaia, put simply, the Greek Mother Earth, and she vows to aid Kratos in seeking revenge on Zeus by helping him change his fate. Her plan to do this, have Kratos visit the actual, literal fates, and convince them to change reality. The winged horse Pegasus turns up for narrative convenience, and whisks Kratos away to the land of the Titans, where Kratos bumps into Prometheus, the lad who was punished by Zeus for giving fire to mankind. Kratos puts the poor Titan out of his misery, and this act of mercy imbues him with the power of the Titans, somehow.
These ashes will give you great strength, Kratos. Take them within you and use the strength to defeat.
බෝයි සමුදු කතාවන්නේ God of War එකේ තියෙන්නේ.
Pegasus swings on by to continue Kratos' tour of Greek mythology. Next stop, the Island of Creation, the home of the Sisters of Fate. There atop the Steeds of Time. Yeah, everything sounds epic in God of War. He encounters the legendary hero Theseus, who he promptly kills. Because that's the established formula for these games at this point. On his way to the Fates, Kratos meets friends old and new, namely the resurrected barbarian king and Perseus, both of whom die. Then he uses the wings of Icarus, who also dies, just FYI, to fly the last distance to the sisters, only to end up in the depths of hell chatting to the Titan Atlas, who regales Kratos with the story of the Great War between the gods and the Titans. After that quick history lesson, Atlas eventually deposits Kratos exactly where he needs to be. On his continued quest to seek out the Fates, Kratos learns about Zeus's sacking of Sparta, tussles with the actual Kraken, and flies a phoenix right into the Fates' penthouse suite. And naturally, he doesn't just have a polite chat with the Fates. He fights them. This leads to a scene with some pretty neat Back to the Future Part 2 vibes, where Kratos has to make sure the events at the end of the original God of War take place before he, yeah, you guessed it, kills the Fates. Kratos finds his thread of destiny and is able to travel back in time to the pivotal moment where Zeus killed him, thus changing his fate. Just as he's about to kill Zeus, Athena intervenes and gets stabbed instead, and now I can cross you off. The story comes to a close with Kratos travelling back in time to the Great War between gods and titans, and recruiting Gaia and co to take the fight to Olympus. And the game then ends on a right proper cliffhanger, with the Titans arriving at the gates of Olympus ready for round 2.
Zeus, your son has returned! I bring the destruction of Olympus!
And it's that cliffhanger that God of War 3's magnificently epic opening pays off, and then some. It's a full-on clash of the Titans, as the gods of Olympus defend their territory from their predecessors. And the first key battle is land versus water, as Poseidon, god of the oceans, takes on Gaia. Kratos, caught in the middle of it all, notches up Poseidon as the first casualty among the gods by just, well...
Gosh, this is just the beginning of the carnage in this game.
Smelling victory, Kratos and Gaia go for the head of the snake, Zeus, only for the head honcho to smite them all the way back down Mount Olympus, sending Kratos right to the realm of Hades. There, Kratos bumps into a now immortal Athena, now living life in some higher existence, her words, not mine, and she directs Kratos to seek out the flame of Olympus to help bring about the destruction of Zeus. While in the realm of the dead, Kratos drops in on a couple more gods, Hephaestus, the god of fire and forges, and Hades, the god of the underworld himself, who Kratos kills, just for giggles I guess at this point, by ripping his soul right out of his body.
What is it? Looks like he didn't marno.
Yeah, that's you dead as well.
Hades' death naturally brings about the total collapse of the underworld, and Kratos escapes topside to the city of Olympia, where he re-enters the fray, aiding in the takedown of Helios, god of the sun.
Yeah, that was a bit much. I guess the rest of the game takes place at night then.
As he continues on his quest to find the flame, Kratos happens across the wisecracking Hermes, the messenger of the gods, who just does not stop talking.
Kill any family members lately?
After discovering that his path to success once again lies with Pandora's box, Kratos shuts up Hermes once and for all by dismembering his legs and nicking his speedy sandals. Kratos then plays an ancient Greek version of Guitar Hero to access the flame of Olympus, and that's a sentence I never thought I'd say out loud. As he continues to search for Pandora, Kratos comes across Hera, the goddess of women, marriage and fertility, and long-suffering wife of Zeus, who pits Kratos against his half-brother Hercules, who's naturally a bit hurt at not being Zeus's favourite. This mad soap opera ends the only way it ever was going to, with Hercules pummeled into a bloody pulp. From here, Kratos travels back to Hephaestus to seek help in finding his daughter Pandora in Daedalus' labyrinth. Hephaestus agrees to help Kratos and send him off to find a precious stone with which to forge a worthy weapon. This results in Kratos coming face to face with the Titan Kronos once again, which doesn't end well for Kronos. Or Hephaestus, it seems. As Kratos can clearly smell bullshit and doesn't take kindly to being sent on suicide missions by giant gods.
Time to cross both of them off the board. Gosh, we are running
Zeus
out of gods. No, wait, add one more. Right, let's just take stock of where we're at, because I think most everybody is dead, except for, yep, Zeus and Gaia.
So, Kratos finds Pandora, they open the box, which sacrifices the poor lass, and things come to a head with a climactic battle atop Mount Olympus, where Kratos and Gaia fight Zeus to the death, which results in Gaia getting stabbed in the heart and Zeus literally getting meleeed to death in a hideous first-person view where the screen literally just gets covered in blood. And with that, my Greek board of Gods and Titans is complete. And God of War 3 ends with Kratos looking out over the chaos he has wrought across the Grecian lands. And with the not Athena begging for his power, Kratos finally ends his suffering by impaling himself on the blade of Olympus. Only we're not at the end of this mad mythological tragedy just yet, as is teased in a very ambiguous sting at the end of the credits, a teaser that wasn't fulfilled for nearly a decade with the release of...
ඊට පස්සේ අවුරුදු 10කින් තමයි boys දැන් අපි ගහන ගේම් එක එන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ මං හිතන්නේ පපුවට යන ගන්න තැනින් God of War මැරෙනවා වගේ සීන් එකක් ඇත්තනේ.
Yes, out with the old and in with the Norse. I'm gonna need a new board. So it turns out Kratos' destruction of the Greek world was localized, hence why there's still life here in the free.
හරි ඒක නිකන් කටකතාවක් වගේ නේ. මේ Kratos නිකන් මැරුණ එක.
North, where a seemingly immortal god of war
has
passed since Kratos' war in Olympus, and the ghost of
මේ අපි කහපු ගේම් එක පටන් ගන්න Kratos නිකන් කවුරුත් නැති පැත්තක වගේ ගිහිල්ලා නිකන් සමකාමීව ජීවත් වෙන අනුසෙක් විදියට.
Sparta has seemingly mellowed a tad. He has settled down in the realm of Midgard and has married a woman called Faye, and together they have a son called Atreus, a son who has no clue who or what his father really is.
Nice.
But as this is God of War, this happy life is not to last long, as the 2018 flavour of God of War opens with Kratos cremating the body of his wife before being thrown into an almighty battle with a stranger that has suspiciously godlike powers. After seemingly winning this earth-shattering battle, Kratos and Atreus vow to scatter Faye's ashes at the top of the highest peak in the Nine Realms. And from an incredibly simplistic perspective, that's basically the entire plot of the game. But obviously, a lot more actually happens amidst this father and son pilgrimage. First off, there's the mysterious Witch of the Woods who aids them on their journey, and Kratos immediately bonds onto the fact there's something godly about her. Then there's this absolute Mimir, who helps the pair get ahead in the game. I'm so sorry. He instructs the pair that the highest peak is actually located in Jotunheim, and then asks Kratos to behead him and take his head to be resurrected by the Witch of the Woods. Yeah.
Oh, I can't watch this.
Once revived, he reveals that the witch is actually the goddess Freya, wife to Odin and mother to Thor, Balder, etc. They have a lot of kids. While he's
මෙතන ඉඳන් ඉස්සරහට ස්පොයිලර්ස් තියෙනවා අපි ගහන ගේම් එකේ. හින්දා අපි මෙතනින් නවත්තමු. දැන් දැනගත්තානේ. සිද්ධිය මොකද්ද කියලා. Cowboys. Dead. Damn. එල්තෝනේ යාළුවනේ. එකෙන් ගැහුවට වැඩක් නෑ වගේනේ. Go.
He was big, but no match for us gods.
I have beaten bigger.
Puny troll.
Yeah. I'm turned around. Which way is the sand bowl back up?
Sit the vault.
You're We're so close to the end.
Sit. Limnian wine. The island of Lemnos. Near the place of my birth.
Fine යාළුවනේ. දැන් හරි.
Lemnos.
To a journey's end.
Really? Smells like rotten eggs. Is it still good?
Possibly.
Father, why did you leave your home and come here? Does it have to do with the other gods there? It's just, you hate the gods so much. But Tyr proves that gods can be good. And you're good. You only killed those deserving, right?
Yes.
Ah, but who's worthy enough to judge?
Quiet, Head. We are. We know better.
Uh-huh. Sounding more like your da by the moment.
Ready?
Ready.
Come.
I think I'm gonna like being a god.
Go where we want, we do what we want, and now we're gonna go see the giants.
Aye. Having learned that travel rune to Jotunheim, we can now head back to the gateway on top of the peak and put that magic chisel to good use.
Nobody's getting in our way this time. Come on.
I'm gonna tell Sindri I'm a god.
I'd like to see the look on his face.
No. I may have kept your secret too long. But now you will keep our secret.
I told you. We should come back with the cipher.
What does it say?
Sir! I can read these now. It says Muspelheim. The fire realm is the gauntlet of the sword. Like a magic glove?
මේ යන පැත්ත හරිනේ යාළුවනේ.
Why should we hide what we are? Secrets are Odin's way. Shouldn't we be open? Like Tyr?
Tyr kept secrets too, for good reasons. To protect people. It is wiser to be discreet.
That doesn't mean you should lie to your friends. Or your family.
I'm sure Sindri would understand and do the same, lad. Don't fret. So, lad, excited to finally see the land of the giants?
Yeah, but also sad the journey's almost over. Oh, what if we get to Jotunheim and there aren't any giants there either?
Makes little difference to us. Fulfilling your mother's wish is what is important.
Ah! Oh, don't go anywhere. Be with you in 2 shakes.
Father, can I tell him?
No.
Tell me what? Did you put this wheel in your mouth? Oh, God. I'll vomit. I'm not kidding. I'll throw up on it.
It is nothing. A family matter.
Oh. Oh. I can tell you a thing or two about family matters.
Oh! Let me guess. Your brother isn't as talented as you, and his work is junk.
Those things are accurate. Your point?
It's all you ever talk about, over and over. Do something about it or shut up already.
I see.
Yeah! We're sick of hearing about little people's little problems.
All right. That hurt a little.
තරහා ගියාම නිකන් වහින්න ගත්තනේ එකපාරට. Damn. Nah, merah lagi kira itu lama. ඉස්සරහනේ ඉන්නේ.
Enough of these guys. They thought that was gonna stop us. Okay, which way up?
යන්න පුළුවන් නේද?
Broken again. You know, I'm starting to question Cinder's skill. Maybe Brock was right all along.
ඒ කැඩිලාද? ඔව්නේ.
Why did you speak to the dwarf like that?
Aren't you sick of hearing about him and his brother?
Of course. But it serves nothing to make an enemy of him.
You should know the truth, even if it hurts.
It was needless and unkind.
Truth is more important than kindness.
Your mother would disagree.
She wasn't a god. Why don't you let me carry her up from here?
No.
Why not? We're almost there. You know I can handle it.
Can you? After the way you spoke of her, I question that.
What? That she wasn't a god?
She was better than a god, and you shall not dishonor her.
Fine. Carry her yourself. Got that one. Mimir, if you knew all along that we were gods, why come up with the story about Odin trying to follow us to Jotunheim before we did? Isn't it a lot simpler if they want us dead because we're gods? And they think we're a threat?
I suppose we can't rule it out. But Odin's ways are subtle, and his purposes are...
Enough about Odin and his whole stupid family. I didn't think anything could get through all that.
බග්ගලා තියෙන්නේ එක. එන්න ළඟයි වගේ අවසානෙට
suppose that's Odin's doing too. Nice try. You and Mother always said all gods were evil. But we're not. Tyr wasn't. Freya neither. The Aesir gods, that's who's evil. And you know what? Odin's right. We are a threat. Because we know what they are and we know we can beat them.
Well, not all of them. Not yet.
Magni did his worst. He's dead. They're no better than us. And they're gonna be sorry they picked this fight.
Thor, blame me. Me. For what you did to Magni. My own father called me a coward.
Looks like he did more than that. Move it, or we'll pick up where he left off.
I'll kill you. No. He is beaten. Not worth killing.
He should pay for what he said about Mother.
I said no.
But we're gods. We can do whatever we want.
Biega දැන්. බැට් එක වෙලා.
Said to your mother right before I gave it to her. What are you doing?
This is a much better knife than Mother's.
You killed against my wishes. You lost control.
Haven't you been teaching me to kill?
I've been teaching you to survive. We are gods, boy. And that makes us a target. From now until the end of days, you are marked. So I teach you to kill, yes, but in defense of yourself. Never as an indulgence.
Nobody cared about him anyways. What's the difference?
There are consequences to killing a god!
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
Watch your tone, boy.
Whatever.
ඩීගා කියන දේ නම් අහන්නේ නැහැ දැන්.
Whatever.
Keep your wits about you, boy. If Modi found us, Baldur cannot be far.
Good. I have a few words for him too.
No, you do not.
Bold
You
ආයේ
lead
නේ.
him to me.
So you can kill him. Because that's what we do to our enemies, right? Because he'd do the same to us.
I will do only what is necessary.
And I'll help.
No.
This room. We need to
Destroyed.
Even if we could take the cart up, the next platform broke when we fought the dragon. Did you already forget?
Watch your back! On your left!
Have you forgotten your training?
Oh. Are you talking to me? Thought you didn't like my tongue. Whatever.
අන්තිමටික බෝයිස්.
I can't learn if you won't teach me.
You do not heed my lessons.
I've done everything you asked. And all I wanted was the truth. Where did you get your fire blades? Why did you hide them? You said there are consequences to killing a god. You used the blades to kill one. Who else did you kill? Before Magni? How many? Do you hear me?
I heard you, and these are not subjects for discussion. Do not push me, boy.
Fine. Amir, guess what? I know everything I need to know now. I have nothing else to learn.
Ah, congratulations.
පොඩිකා පන්නිදය වෙලානේ එක පාට පුඩ් කෙනෙක් කියලා දැනගත්තට පස්සේ
Stronger behind you!
නේද යන්න යාළුවනේ.
Brothers, be warned. The tunnels I'm seeing in the walls up here show signs of recent dragon activity.
We already killed that dragon.
Oh, did you then? Oh, how'd that go?
Boy.
Whatever. Come on, this way.
Not yet.
අරනේ. මුගේ මේකට ගහන්න ඕනේ.
Look out!
පොලිස් මට මතක නැහැ කොහොමද කඩුව ගන්න කියලා. දැනන්නේවත් නැහැ. තියෙන්නේ කඩුව. මුගෙන් නම් කයි වගේ මොනවා. ඉතින් යන්න බැයිද බොයිස් මුට ගහන්න නැතුව? පුළුවන් නේ. පුළුවන් නේද? නයිස්. එනි මාරු කරලා යන් අපි. ඉතින් පෑන්. ඉතින් උඩට යන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ. දෙනවා.
Come on, you two. The silence is getting unnerving.
Don't worry about it. We're focusing.
Nearly there now.
Finally.
අර මුලින්ම ආපු එක එයිනේ බොයිස් දැන්.
Boy, the rune.
Carve along that. Wow. Yonan. We made it.
Beautiful, isn't it? Why, I remember once. Brother, look out!
අම්මට සිරි ලොක්කාවා.
Miss me.
Run, boy! Cross the bridge.
No! I'm a god too! I can do this! Get off him!
Really? Baldur, let him go. Take me instead. I'll do whatever you...
Shut up. All this time I thought I needed you. But you're just meat. Turns out the boy is the brains.
අඩෝ නෝ බෝටල් එක වැහුණා.
No! You broke the gate! That was our only way to Jotunheim!
Stupid son of a bitch.
Get out of here, boy.
Yes, by all means, Junior, run away. Let Daddy do all the heavy lifting for you.
Let go!
Calm down, boy. You are not ready for this.
I'm ready!
අම්මට උඩු.
And here I thought my family was fucked up. Oh, your father is right, boy. You are far from ready. Now would you be so kind as to hold this for me? Thank you.
Atreus!
Don't you know
පකර කිපිට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ.
Stay away from my son!
Yeah.
මට සිරියායාව වනට ඇටලා කියලා
Who's activated the bridge? Hey, I asked you a question.
It's locked in! And when the bridge opens, the full weight of Asgard will come crashing down on you. It's over.
Is it? So be it.
Baldur!
No! Listen to me!
Let me out!
Let go of it now or I will kill him. You know I will. What did you do?
Boy,
I'm here!
stay still. You will listen to me and not speak a word. I am your father, and you, boy, are not yourself. You are too quick to temper. You are rash, insubordinate, and out of control. This will not stand. You will honor your mother and abandon this path you have chosen. It is not too late. This discussion is far from over.
Why ain't it?
We are here because of you, boy. Never forget that.
Wow, it's cold. This is hell?
Not just hell. Worst place in hell you could have put us.
I see a ship.
Get us there. It only takes us halfway to Tyr's temple, but at least it gets us far from here. For 1,000 mortal lifetimes, the Bridgekeeper kept the living out of this place. But now that you've ripped his heart out, here we are. Funny how it all comes around.
Boy.
That wasn't me.